Hi YouTube, it's Joe here from South East London. I'm a part-time eBay reseller for those of you who are new to my videos, and yeah, I work full-time and do a bit of eBay selling on the side, which over the last couple of years has grown quite significantly. I'll just fill you in with what I've been up to over the last sort of 3 or 4 days. I've been to the boot sale yesterday and picked up a few bits in the morning. I didn't go very early. I'd been out until about 1 o'clock on the Friday night, so I wasn't going to get up too early. But yeah, so I'm still got there. There's still plenty of bits to pick up. I picked up a couple of bits from charity shops in the week, and then I've sold quite a few things, and then a couple of little things to update you on. So I'll just go straight into it, show you what I've picked up. I mean, it's a lot of the stuff which I'm picking up, so I'm sorry if this is a bit samey, but if for people who are new to it, it's good to have a look at what I'm getting and what you can make on these. I've got 2 pairs of Nike Air Force Ones, both white, both in good condition. These are size 4 and these are size 3.5. As I say in a lot of my videos, as soon as you start getting into the sizes sort of 3s, 2s, 1s, 2s, 3s, things start getting a bit hard to shift and you can't ask for quite as good a price on them. But when they're like your classic, like white Air Force Ones, black Air Force Ones, your Converse, your sort of white, black Converse, the sort of your staple things, they're still quite easy to shift. So yeah, we'll be asking for about 20-25 quid for the size 4s, and then maybe a little bit less for the size 3.5s. And I paid 4 quid each for those. Got a nice pair of Converse. I don't buy as many Converse as I used to. Converse and Vans have gone down in value a little bit, but if they're sort of special ones or nice ones, I often pick them up. And these are your sort of fur-lined black suede Converse, and they were only 3 quid, and so you should get about 25 back for those. From the boot sale as well, I picked up this Bop-It, the pink one. I tend not to buy the regular Bop-Its anymore. The black one and the pink one I do still buy, and the Bop-It XL or the Extreme or something like that it's called, I can't remember, XLT, that's still worth picking up. From the charity shop, I paid 2 quid for this. Trivial Pursuit, I tend not to buy them unless they're actually the box sort of completed editions. I don't just buy the regular cards, the Genus editions. Yeah, but that one's really nice. All the cards are still sealed inside, so I paid 2 quid for that. Should get about 15 back on that. Guy had 2 games. He had Vintage Frustration, which was and then he had this Vancouveropoly. I wasn't really interested. I asked him about the Frustration, how much it was, and he goes, and he gave me these 2 games and a Junior Scrabble, but the Junior Scrabble wasn't complete, so I've chucked that out. And he just says, I'll just give us a quid for all 3. So anyone who knows anything about this Vancouveropoly, it's not like one of the sort of franchise out Monopoly ones. It's not an official one. Yeah, Rogers. Oh no, that's one of the things. So yeah, I have looked it up on eBay. I can't actually see it. I can't find it, but I'll see. It looks to be complete, but yeah, I don't know much about that. And the Frustration, they go for about 10-12 quid. They're not a great buy, but you can do all right with those. One guy was there, he's a seller. I had not seen him at the boot sale before. He doesn't normally go to this one, but he buys a lot of stuff like from Amazon, stuff which is I think it's called like grade 1A or something. I don't really know much about Amazon, but it's stuff it had a black sticker on it because it's something wrong with the packaging, and some of the packaging for the items he did have was squished or crushed a little bit, but this actually seemed pretty perfect. This is the Diplomacy board game, and this was 10 quid. He wasn't really going to budge on prices. He had sort of set prices that he wanted for it, but this sells for about 25 quid to 30 quid new and sealed, so yeah, I should do quite well on it. There's only 2 on eBay at the moment, and they're listed I think at 50 quid, so yeah, not a bad pickup. Nubble, paid £1 for that. That goes for about a tenner. From one of the local charity shops where I was, they had sort of some box sets, but all their DVDs were buy one get one free, so these were £2.50, and that's a sealed Gone with the Wind. That goes for about a tenner. And then these Golden Girls, I might do these as a bundle, so that's sort of £7.50 worth there. Probably get about 20 plus, yeah, postage on those. That series 3 is sealed, and they go for about 10-11 quid sealed. So not bad, not brilliant. Picked up this Booze Cruise. I wouldn't ordinarily get it, but it was £1 and it's sealed, so it's easy to list. Command and Conquer. This was £2. I didn't look it up. There wasn't any reception where I was from the charity shop, and I've sold these in the past and done quite well, but obviously over time their value goes down, so it's not quite as much money in those as I thought there was, but it still goes for about 6-7 quid, so I'm not going to lose anything on that one. Asterix. This was £1 for the Mega Drive. Goes for about 7 quid. Nice pair of Levi 756s, waist 28-32, so a little bit small in the waist, so they won't go for as much money as they can go for, but I should get about 15 to 20 back on those. So really nice condition, and I paid 2 quid for those. Halo and Simpsons Hit and Run. I've sold about 8 copies of this Simpsons Hit and Run over the last 2 weeks, but I saw another one in the charity shop for £1 and couldn't resist it, so that was why I picked that up. And Halo again was £1. I bundled that up, Halo 1 and 2, sometimes Halo 1, 2 and 3, and get about 10, 11, 12 quid back for those. These Darks glasses, I think they're the lenses. They were £1. I've not really had those before. Sort of thing that, to be honest with you, I probably shouldn't have even bothered really getting. It's something which is trickier to list ordinarily. What was it? They were 30 quid when they were new, but you know, just one of those things where I don't sell them. I've not sold them in the past. I've got so much stuff which I can and do sell regularly that to get on with, it probably wasn't worth picking them up. But you know, for £1, there we go. Told you about a lady who'd sold me some stuff and hadn't sent it all. She's since sent one more of the pink controllers. She still owes me the USB adapter for the SingStar, and I don't know if that's going to come or not. If it does, it does. If not, I'll ask for a partial refund on what she sent me. But yeah, that's gradually coming in. In terms of sales, done quite well actually. This is just what I sold over the last on Saturday. Had a really good Saturday, which was great. Saturday and sort of first part of Sunday. Sold these Nike Air Maxes for 12 quid. They're small. They're just too small. They're not really worth. I think I paid £1 for them or £2 for them. So there's a bit of money in them, but they're not a great seller. I got 20 quid for these Vans, which was really good. I think I paid 5 quid for those. 20 quid posted. Best sale yesterday was these New Balance. I showed you these. I got these for 8 quid from a charity shop. I've had them for about, I think I have relisted them, so I've had them for over a month, and I got 55 quid for those, and they're being posted, signed for to Germany. So that was a good profit in those. Then sold quite a few PS2 games. I sold this sealed copy of Lord of the Rings for £12.95. Now, with PS2 games, I don't know if I've ever given this tip actually. It's always worth in the charity shops and when you're looking at them, just double checking things, because this title ordinarily isn't really worth anything. It's sort of like a couple of pound game, but if it's sealed, obviously it adds a bit of value. Some of the games, even sealed, aren't really worth anything, but it's worth just double checking. Sometimes you can run your eye over games really quickly, but if they're sealed, there's a bit more value in them, and you can tell if they're properly sealed or if they've been resealed. If they're properly sealed, they have PlayStation 2 on the strip there. If they're sort of just been resealed by somebody at home, that won't necessarily be there, so look out for those. So £12.95 for that. Sold another one of these Crash Rough Cortex and Twin Sanity bundles for 16 quid. This game, I don't know why, good value in it. £12.95 for Barbie's Horse Adventurer and Barbie's 12 Princesses or something like that. They're both worth picking up. There's good money in both of those two. And then yeah, probably one of the most valuable PS2 sort of semi-common games you're going to come across, pick up, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Sold this for 25 quid, and that's going to New Zealand, so do keep your eye out for that. Dragon Ball Z, the Budokai, the Tenkaichi, I don't know how you pronounce it, 1, 2 and 3. 3 is most valuable, then 2 and 1, and then you've got your Dragon Ball Z Budokais. There's not so much money in those ones, but yeah, always pick these up, always worth it. Sold some Game Boy games. I did a couple in, people have been buying more than one, which is really helpful because I offer free postage on them and it doesn't actually cost me any more to post them. So one guy bought these 5, paid 4 quid for this, 5 quid, 4 quid, 5 quid, 6 quid. So those are all going together, and I'll send those recorded delivery. It's over 20 quid and it all goes as a large letter. I sold 3 games individually. Sold Ghostbusters for 8 quid, Motocross Maniacs for 3 quid, and Mario and Yoshi for 5 quid. And then another 8 games. The guy messaged me and he said there was sort of 8 games or so that he was interested in, and he sent me his mobile number and he said what was the best I could do on them. And I said, well, if you wanted to, I added them up and I'd got them listed at 45 quid in total. There was a little Tetris bundle, 4 Tetris games I had at 20 quid, and then Double Dragon was like 7, I think 7 for this, 5 and 5, something like that, or 7 and 8, 5 and 5, that makes 45. And I said to the guy, if he wanted to pay me direct into PayPal, he could pay me 38 quid, and that's what he's done. Occasionally I do that. If people message me, it doesn't really matter. You can still get all the same protections that you would if you sell something through eBay. You're not allowed to do it, and you can't send your email address through eBay. They won't let you do that. But if people send you their mobile phone number and you text them, you can then just arrange a sale privately like that, which again is technically against eBay's rules, but I don't know how they'd actually be able to stop you doing it. But yeah, I just worked out, so 45 quid, less 5 quid, for £4.50, which is the 10% eBay was going to take off all of them, and then a couple of pounds combined postage. So yeah, that was quite a good sale for me. And then, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's all my sales, other than some of you, I've been telling you, I've been following the sale of this pair of boots. I had them, picked them up, paid 16 quid for them. A few people had made offers on them. And yeah, just sort of had them on, and they have sold now for 350 quid. They sold a couple of weeks ago, well, about 10 days ago, and I posted them off to China, and the guys left feedback to say they've arrived and they've got there. So that is, for a one-off item, that is my best ever profit. Yeah, really pleased with that. They don't come around very often. They're sort of these Adidas Predator Mania. Any Predator Manias are really worth picking up, but these ones were just really good condition. So yeah, that's my best ever sale, so really pleased with that. And then the only other thing to say is I put a claim in with Royal Mail the other day. Well, I say the other day, about a month ago. They take quite a while to process them. But I'd sent something to Spain. Spain and Italy notoriously sort of things go missing there. But sent something to Spain. It was a pair of trainers, 20 quid, £8.5 postage. Guy said they never came, put the claim in for Royal Mail. A month later, you know, you get the money back for it, the £20 plus the £8 postage which you paid on it. So I've seen a few people getting a bit stressed about returns, about postage going missing, all those sorts of things. At the end of the day, as long as you're doing things right, there's not really, you shouldn't be losing out. You know, obviously if an item's expensive, make sure it goes recorded. If it's under 20 quid, you can send it regular post. If they say it doesn't get there, you can claim through Royal Mail very, very simply and get all your money back. It takes a bit of time, but it does come back. With returns, you know, challenge people a tiny bit if they just want to return an item or they say something's wrong with it. But if there isn't anything wrong with it, they have to pay return postage to you. You don't have to refund them your initial postage, which it costs to send it to them. So you basically got the item back. It's a bit irritating, it's a bit of hassle, but, you know, don't get too upset about these things. They do happen. Sorry I've gone on for about 10-11 minutes there. Yeah, it's good speaking to you guys, good to be back doing things. I have absolutely loads of things to be getting on with enlisting, but yeah, my job's got busier. I think I've said to people I'm sort of acting CEO where I'm working at the moment, still training for the marathon, still volunteering at the night shelter. Yeah, and doing it as much eBay as I can, and still hosting people, and seem to be here, there and everywhere in between. But, you know, things still ticking over and doing well. I'm really enjoying it. I've really enjoyed listing all the video games. I actually bought a bundle which I showed on a previous video. I've actually bought some more which I'll be showing this week when they arrive. Yeah, I just can't stop it. But all's going well. One thing I have done, I said in the new year, one of the things I was going to try and do is buy less lower value items and games and things like that, board games and stuff like that, or things that take longer to list than normal. I'm still sort of trying to remind myself that I've been picking up just some stuff which just £2-3 profit in, which just isn't worth my time as it stands. I mean, just because I'm not full-time and I don't have time to be listing sort of these things for just a couple of pounds profit. I need to try and stick to the bigger profit items. Obviously these games, there's not a huge amount of profit in some of them, but overall, and they're a real quick multi-listing, so that's all right. But yeah, some of these board games and things I've been picking up, I just need to be strict with myself. Sorry I'm rambling a bit here, but yeah, that's how things are. I hope everyone's well. And yeah, I will post another video of those Game Boy games that I get. And it's good chatting. Cheers guys.